In today's video, I'm going to upgrade the humble vodka and soda with 5 super tasty recipes. Now, the vodka and soda is a curious drink to me. On one hand, I kind of get it. Soda here in the UK is just carbonated water, fizzy water. There's no sweetness, there's nothing. We're not talking US version of soda, which is Coke, Fanta, Sprite, all those sort of things. Here in the UK, vodka soda, which still in this day and age is still a big barcode, it's just vodka with fizzy water. People drink it because they want a sugar-free, low-calorie drink. Now, the bit where it gets curious is actually what is slightly bigger and slightly bigger barcode is vodka, lime and soda. Now, the more exclusive bars, expensive bars would actually use fresh lime. They would squeeze fresh lime. But I would say that's in the vast minority. The vast majority of bars, pubs, where vodka, lime and soda gets called for, they're actually using lime cordial. And lime cordial is obviously sweet. There's sugar added to it. So people are not adverse to a slightly sweetened drink. What they are adverse to is a sugar heavy drink. So therefore, I'm taking that premise in this video. I'm taking that vodka, lime and soda sort of inspiration and giving you 5 alternatives. They're not super sweet. They haven't got loads of sweetness added to them, but they have got better flavour. Now, it is worth noting, if you are a vodka and soda lover, many soft drink brands have a really good range now to liven up your drinks, to save you drinking plain soda water. In the UK, we are very lucky. We've got many brands here. London Essence are big players in this field. Schweppes are slowly playing catch up. They've now released their tropical soda, which is fantastic. It's purple, but it is fantastic. But I would say Fever Tree are the bigger players here because they are unsweetened. Now, it is worth noting in the US, you do have some of these. I'll go through which ones you have in a second. Canada's the same. But it is worth noting they are rebranded to sparkling mixes because, as I mentioned above, your soda waters are cola, Fanta, Sprite, heavily sweetened. So they can't call these sodas, otherwise the market would get confused, hence they are sparkling. And I think the crossovers in the US and Canada, you have pink grapefruit, you annoyingly have a blood orange ginger beer, which we don't get, which I would love to taste, but we have a blood orange soda. And then our Mexican lime is your lime and yuzu or yuzu and lime. But then you also have Sicilian lemonade, which we have as well. Now, be honest, I haven't seen the sugar content of the US and Canadian versions. They might be sweeter than what they are here. I don't know, but I would guess that they're probably not. But don't take my word from that. You'll have to look at the back of the bottles. Now, just quickly, before I dive into these recipes, a couple of bits of housekeeping. I'm going to be using Dutch Barn's Mediterranean citrus vodka in this. Other citrus vodkas will work. Just note that this, I would say, let's look at the big brand, Absolute, is actually a better version of Absolute Mandarin and Absolute Citron put together. I call this the St. Clements of vodka. That is a very British thing, orange and lemon, but it is super vibrant and super tasty. But see this as an orangey lemon vodka. So for the first recipe, I'm just going to have a very simple play on a mojito, a very simple play on a mojito. Going for 30 ml. 1 ounce of my vodka. Just got 6, 8, 10 mint leaves, whatever you fancy. Give them a spank, pop them straight in the glass. Now, I do want some flavour in these, but without adding too much sweetness. Now, before you look at this and go, oh my God, what are you using? I've done like the members cocktail of the month, and I'm looking at the Singapore Sling this month. I've bought a bottle of Benedictine. I've not had this in, I reckon, 20 years. And actually, when I tasted it, I was like, oh my God, that's actually really good. I remember it being this bitter herbal kind of thing 20 years ago. Younger palate, didn't really enjoy or respect or like or whatever. Now I'm like, oh my God, that is flipping incredible. Why are we not using that more? Now, what I wanted to do in this simple highball was actually honey. I wanted a honey liqueur. And then when I tasted this, and I was like, do you know what? It's not a honey liqueur. You could be forgiven for using it as a honey liqueur, but it adds so much other flavour without being overly sweet and without actually being that bitter. This is nothing like Campari or Aperol bitter. All right, it's really not. It's actually really delicious. But look, if you haven't got Benedictine, if you don't want to buy it, what I'm going for is a honey style liqueur. All right, so 10 ml. And then my mixer, my soda of choice, is going to be this from Fever-Tree, the Mexican lime. But see these essentially now as unsweetened soda waters. All right, so I'm just going to top up. Wow, first time I made that. Genuinely first time I made that. I'm super impressed with that. Really am. That, for me, if you drink vodka, lime and soda, that probably isn't as sweet unless you are using fresh lime. But I know a lot of people will be using lime cordial. It's not sweet, it's soda heavy, it's flavourful because of the Benedictine, because of the citrus vodka that's coming through there as well. But you've got that lovely citrusy kick and that lovely sort of minty. That's flipping delicious. I adore that. Now for recipe 2, I am going to be using a mixer that is UK only, but you could probably do, I don't know what's available in the US, but you could probably sort of do something similar with the different brands, all right? But we're sticking with the vodka, 30 ml, 1 ounce of my citrus vodka. My lime cordial replacement this time is Elderflower liqueur. Again, you know, sweetness. If you are using fresh lime, yes, this is going to be sweeter. But if you're using lime cordial, not really, you know. So 15 ml, half an ounce of elderflower liqueur. And the mixer I think is going to complement this. This time is Fever-Tree's raspberry and orange blossom. US people, you should really ask for this because this is actually really, really good. Super like raspberry forward without being like sweet. And you've just got that subtle orange note coming through. It's absolutely delicious. But with elderflower and with citrus, the citrus vodka, this is banging. That could become a firm bar favourite. It really could. It's so simple. 3 ingredients. You don't lose the citrus vodka at all in the slightest. It's complemented by that elderflower note. But that soda is beautiful. In there, absolutely stunning. Elderflower, raspberry, subtle hint of orange. You've got the orange from the vodka. It's such a simple highball. No way is that sweeter than a vodka, lime and soda if you're using lime cordial. Absolutely no chance. That is delicious. Now recipe 3, I am really, really looking forward to. This is going to build a familiar soft drink to us all over the world. But I'm really looking to try this version of it. So my citrus vodka again, your measurement of choice. Now this stuff I have spoken about briefly, but just to give you like an overview of this is a non-alcoholic spirit liqueur here in the UK. Double concentrated, you don't need much. This is cross it, but this flavour in particular is blazing pineapple. It's pineapple with Scotch bonnet chilli, various other botanicals in here. I think bars should have this behind the bar in its own right as a modifier for cocktails, let alone for the non-alcoholic drinks that they might be making. One of my passion projects, I go through tons of this on Hen Party Cocktail Masterclass, and the other, well, 3 of the 4 that they've got in their range at this moment. So I'm just going for literally like 5 ml of this blazing pineapple. And the mixer I'm going for is my pink grapefruit soda from Fever-Tree. And the mixer of choice, I tell you what, I'm not even going to mention it. In the comments below, let me know what soda, if you're in the US, but fizzy drink in the UK, what have I just created? Pineapple and grapefruit. What's the brand? Whack that in the comments below. I love that. Do you know what it is for me though? I appreciate this is a very niche product, but it is, you can mimic it like a pineapple liqueur and a hint of chili. But it is that pineapple and chili note that really comes through there. Works so well with the grapefruit soda. Effectively, it's like a citrus vodka Paloma, if you like. I don't think it needs any citrus in there, any lime. But again, that is really not sweet, but full of flavour and really does remind me of that soft drink in question. Love that. Now for the 4th vodka lime and soda riff, this will be easy to replicate in the US. All right, so whatever your chosen measurement of vodka is, straight in a glass. I'm going for peach liqueur this time. Creme de pêche. Archers, if you're in the UK, but if you are an Archers user, I wouldn't even say spend a bit more money because in most cases it's actually cheaper. But peach liqueurs are so much better than Archers. It's just a fact. All right, taste them. If you don't believe me, buy one and taste it. They're really cheap to get. But 15 ml. of your favourite peach liqueur. And then we are back to the Fever Tree Mexican lime, or yuzu in lime, or lime and yuzu, whatever it is in the US. You've got half a bottle here, might need another bottle. Oh, do you know what? I really like that. But do you know what I'd love to try as well? Apricot with that, an apricot liqueur. It's that similar stone fruity vibe, but that with the Mexican lime. Even because I've got that subtle hint of mint from the mint garnish, even the cocktail I made earlier, with some mint leaves in there. Fan-flipping-tastic. I'll be honest, the peach has got slightly more sweetness to it than the rest of the drinks that I've made so far. But I still don't think that's that much sweeter than a vodka, lime and soda. That's just delicious. I love it. Then the final recipe, again, this should be easily to replicate in the US. We're sticking with that same vodka with the measurement that you want to go for. I'm just going for 1 ounce. Then I'm just going to chuck in some mint leaves. I've got 8 here, but 6, 8, 10, whatever you fancy. Give me a spank, just pop them straight in your glass. Then the flavour I'm going for this time is a strawberry liqueur. I kind of wanted to go for like a strawberry mojito vibe-ish, but you know, just really simple cocktails, really simple highballs, spritzes, whatever you call them. 15 ml, half an ounce of your favourite strawberry liqueur. And then mixer I'm going for this time, I've got a little bit left in there. I've got another bottle there. It's just this Sicilian lemonade. And I do believe it is called Sicilian lemonade in the US as well. Super easy to get. So we're just going to top up with that. Oh, I've got to say, that is pretty good as well. The big distinction to make here is that I could have made that bold strawberry flavour. I could have added strawberry syrup. I could have added strawberry puree, like the Real if it's there. You know, anything like that. And I could have made it big, bold and sweet. But the point is, I'm going for those people, those of you that love a vodka, lime and soda. Do I lose the strawberry? No, but it is subtle. It's not sweet. It's a subtle flavour in the background there. The Sicilian lemonade works really well. You've got that lovely mintiness that comes through there, and that vodka. It's just a simple highball that isn't sweet, and that is fantastic. So there we go. There's my 5 vodka, lime and soda upgrades. Let me know which one of these is your favourite. Heck, what would you do? We could do a whole series on this with different flavoured vodkas. Love to do like a tropical vodka in here, the ginger vodka, the cherry vodka. So easy to do. But let me know which one of these is your favourite and what have you got in your lockers. I think I'm going to drink this one, you know. I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.